I'm joined by infectious disease specialist and medical microbiologist, Dr. Donald Vinh. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Alicia.
We are seeing a rise in the number of new COVID-19 cases. I want to know from you, how is this impacting our healthcare system at the moment?
So we are seeing an increase in the number of cases, and I should also mention we're also seeing a huge increase in the number of Delta variants. We've gone somewhere from around 550 to now nearly 1,000, and so that's in a span of 2 days. So we know that Delta variant is here. This is a bit concerning. Right now, the hospitalizations have been steadily increasing across the province. But the concern is with this more transmissible Delta variant going out into the community and causing an increase in those cases, we are prepared, or we are anticipating, unfortunately, an increase in the hospitalizations over the next few weeks.
We actually did see an estimation that the Delta variant is now present in about more than 50% of new cases. So, can we expect our daily case count to be back at 1,000 or 2,000 soon, especially now that kids are heading back to school?
Unfortunately, I think that we would be foolish if we didn't prepare at least, logistically for that. We know that this Delta variant is more transmissible. We know that it affects primarily people who are unvaccinated. So that's going to be the large proportion of young adults and obviously children who have not been vaccinated. It can also affect through breakthrough cases, people who have been fully vaccinated, either because they have an immune problem and therefore they couldn't respond to vaccines, or even if they didn't, there's a few people who can still get infected and sick from this. So the concern here is that the increase in cases that were around 300 to 400 daily cases is going to continue to increase in Quebec, as we have seen across the country and across the world, and that will lead to an increase in hospitalizations.
So, what do we know about the people who are actually getting infected and being hospitalized? Are some of them, like you mentioned, people who have been vaccinated, or are they mostly unvaccinated people?
The overwhelming majority of people who are hospitalized sick from COVID right now are people who are not vaccinated or only partially vaccinated. So if you have had 0 doses or 1 dose, you are the prime target for the Delta variant. You are the ones who are going to get hospitalized if you're going to get sick. The ones who are fully vaccinated can still be infected, so we can still get a positive test out of their nose. They may have a little bit of symptoms, but for the most part, these are not the people who are getting hospitalized or getting life-threatening diseases.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Vin.
Thank you very much for having me, Alicia.